On today's episode of Detour, we're talking about doing your homework, not when you're in school, but in the real world, when you're about to meet somebody. Very interesting experience I just had, and I constantly have it, and I'm a little pissed off, so I wanted to share. But most importantly, this episode is brought to you by the Menlo Club. And you know what? I've decided from now on, every week, I'm going to give away a free subscription to the Menlo Club. All you have to do is post this episode on your Instagram story, on your Twitter, whatever social media you use. LinkedIn is fine too. Snapchat does not count because I don't go on Snapchat. Post it, tag me, I'll pick a winner. We want to keep growing this podcast, and I also want to grow Menlo Club. I think a lot of guys need to try it out, and if you're a female listening, if you have a brother, a best friend, a father, we can give it to them. Eventually, we'll do more women's clothes, and we can give away more women's products. But for now, let's take care of the guys. Thank you for all your support. We're off to a very strong start this year. So I just got off a phone call. A company that was interested in working with us, being an agency for us for one of the many services we need as a company. I'm not going to be very specific, but I noticed something that was very interesting, that I would say a good portion of either salespeople or a good portion of people I meet don't do, which is their fucking homework. I pride myself when I walk into a room, I've done my homework on who I'm meeting, what they do, where they grew up, what their interests are. A few years ago, we probably did, 50 investor meetings. And I remember Googling every single company, all their portfolio companies, who I'm meeting, what their background was. It's mind-boggling to me that, if you're going to take the time to pitch someone, meet someone, that you don't do their homework. You know how easy? I will literally be talking to someone I met at, let's say, an event, at restaurant, at dinner, and I will go to the bathroom, Google them, make sure I know who they are, and then come back to that conversation. It's just unreal to me. I honestly think it's a lack of respect, because if you actually cared about, one, building a relationship with that person, doing business with them, or, potentially want to work for them, it's crazy that you haven't done your homework. I mean, if you're applying for a job, you better know every fucking thing about that company. If you want to be a vendor or supplier for that company, you should know their whole company history, how they got there, what they make, what they do, who's involved in the business. If you're trying to just be friends with them, know about their personal life. Take the time. Go on their Instagram, go on their LinkedIn, search their name. Do a little homework. It doesn't take much effort. And, in someone in my position that's meeting hundreds of people every single week, even I will take a moment to quickly check who I'm meeting with and what the context of the phone call is. And I just find it kind of unbelievable how lazy most people are when they walk into a room. And I'm just going to call it out. It's just lack of respect. You don't give a fuck if you don't do your homework before you walk into a room. Especially someone like me. I am so public. Everything about my life is out on social media, on the internet, on YouTube. If you know you're having a meeting with me weeks in advance, just do all your homework. Let's just cut the bullshit. Why do I have to explain to you what I do for a living? It's fucking everywhere. Know everything, and let's get to the point of why you're here. When I have to give background in my office, I literally want to throw up because you just wasted time. I could have been having another smoothie or doing push-ups. That's all I have to say today. It just pissed off.